Hey guys, this is Lasers with another StarCraft 2 cast for you. Again, I'm bringing you the third game between Vaqueth and Adrenal. And they're going to spawn in the close air positions. So I don't know who that's going to favour. But I've got to send a quick message. This is interlude music, by the way. Just, I'm sorry. Bam, there we go. So, yep, Vaqueth cheesed the last game, he cannon rushed, and that wasn't very nice of him at all. That was not very nice of him at all. He's a very nasty man. It was a really well executed cannon rush, to be fair. But a cannon rush is a cannon rush. Well executed or not, it's mean. It's not nice. Hopefully we won't see a cannon rush. And I like that. Adrenal checking his natural, just to be certain. I like that. And but yeah, Vaqueth's gonna play standard 12 gate, and Adrenal's gonna get one on 13. So similar gateway timings from both players. And Vaqueth's going to scout. Is this first? Yep. Is he gonna scout that first? Yeah, he's gonna scout that first. And Adrenal's gonna scout him last. But it's gonna happen at approximately the same time. Adrenal knows where Vaqueth is. Vaqueth knows where Adrenal is. So it's no big deal right now. Pylon gateway gas from Adrenal. Again, the standard Protoss build. Exactly the same for Vaqueth. His name is so hard to say. When you've been up since 7 AM flipping goddamn burgers, it is so hard to say. We do see 2 gate right here from Adrenal. So we're going to see some early zealot pressure. 2 gate into cyber core. So we could see some early pressure, or he just forgot to put guys in gas. Something that I do far too often. And so Adrenal's going to be harassing Vaqueth's pylon. And both these guys want a place in the final. The best of 5 final against Happy Man. Is it Happy? I think it's Happy Man. So I'll be casting that too straight after these games. And hopefully it should be pretty interesting. It's going to be a PvP again, since Happy Man is a Protoss. As you'll have seen if you watched the previous videos, which you should have done. You're supposed to watch videos in chronological order. If you haven't, I'll be around your house, son. And Vaqueth, making sure he doesn't get supply blocked. He's going to get the Chrono Booster Stalker out. Probably should be Chrono Boosting the Warp Gate as opposed to the Stalker, as he did see the 2 gates go down. So we are seeing 2 Stalkers, some really early pressure here from Adrenal, but he probably wants to set the rally point here, because this Stalker's going to get a couple of free shots off on those 2 Stalkers. You might want to Chrono Boost this Warp Gate technology, otherwise it takes so long. 140 Blizzard seconds. Blizzard seconds, just so you know, are slightly longer than, slightly shorter, sorry, than real timers, probably increasing faster than your YouTube timer. So, just so you know that the game hasn't actually been going on 5 minutes. It's probably more like 3.5. But for the sake of this, it's been going on 5 minutes. And his energy's getting really high on his Nexus. That's pretty unusual from Adrenal, especially with this 209 APM that I like to point out every so often. And there we go, there goes the Chrono Boost. We're not seeing any more guys out here, any more units, sorry, guys. What the hell? I'm not black. So, we are seeing 3 gates. Probably gonna see, yeah, we're gonna see the Twilight Council. Where is it? There it is. How did I miss that? So we are gonna see the 3 gate Blink Stalker build from Adrenal. And he executed that ever so nicely in the first game against Vaqueth, and he probably wants to see a repeat of that, since he got cannon rushed in the second game. Probably thinks he was beaten, not unfairly but cheaply. So I think he's gonna give Vaqueth a lesson in Blink Stalkers. And are we seeing this? Probably should be transformed into a cyber. What is it? A warp gate? Not a cyber gate. What the hell? So we are seeing actually Adrenal get a couple of free shots on at these Stalkers. That's not great play from Vaqueth. He probably should have taken some shots back at Adrenal Stalkers. Adrenal Stalkers are on lower health. Well, one of them is, so he could have focused that down pretty damn quick. But now Vaqueth Stalkers are the ones on low health, but he does have a lot of Zealots. So no chance for Adrenal to stop and fire, because those Zealots will just ravage those Stalkers. And he has cut probe production, so we're possibly going to see +1 out here out of this forge. I would really like to see +1 with this next 100 minerals. But it doesn't look like we're going to see that straight away. But Vaqueth, sorry, has so many units right now. Has he cut probes? I think he's cut probes and just gone for the straight Fargate, which is a really effective build, an all-in Fargate, pretty much, because he's not going to have any probes for an expansion. Although he does have a lot of probes on this base. But we have so many units right here from Vaqueth, and I don't think Adrenal has enough to defend it. He's got enough for one force field on the ramp, but it's misplaced, and all that is devastating for Adrenal. I guess his APM, he was just spamming so much, he just wanted to get that force field down. A Stalker can't fit through, but now the force field disappears. He probably should have warped in a sentry with that last round of units, but we don't see that. We do see some nice blink micro though from Adrenal, pulling all his weakened Stalkers to the back so they can get extra shots off, and Adrenal's blink micro just pretty much saved him the game right there, because Vaqueth's army was so much bigger, but the combination of the force field and the blink micro from Adrenal was just too much for Vaqueth to handle. And we do see again almost an identical build to the first game between these two players. The Dark Shrine go up in the back of Adrenal's base, so we are going to see some Dark Templar action. But nice Vaqueth expanding just after his push. But the timing of this Dark Shrine is probably going to finish around about the same time as the Expo, 46 over 100, out of 100, sorry, and 32 over 100, so it's going to finish just before the Expo. The DT is probably going to get there as the Expo finishes, and the probes are transferring, which is going to be devastating for Vaqueth. He needs to keep producing probes, by the way, and he hasn't put guys in his second gas for a while. That could hurt his tech. But we are similarly going to see an Expo from Adrenal, which is always nice. You don't want to let the other player get ahead in expansions. But we haven't seen anything from this forge yet. We haven't even seen a cannon or a +1, but I'm sure we'll see something soon. And are we going to see 3 DTs actually warping in? On using this pylon to warp them in the low ground, and these DTs are just going to sprint. I never knew they moved so fast. Wow, DT is going to sprint to this Expo that's just finished, and they could do so much damage to the army or the probes. And look, the probes are transferring, and the 2 DTs are going to go for the Expo probes. 1 DT is going to split and go for the Vaqueth sees it. Vaqueth sees the DTs, and it's GG. That's a horrible way to lose, but he probably his own fault. I guess he should have expected it after the first game when Adrenal did exactly the same build. But yeah, really nice build there from Adrenal. I might have to steal that. But yeah, we'll see Adrenal versus Happy Man in the finals. Best of 5 coming up next, guys.